It's a neutral white that brings calm, clarity, and creative breath in a noisy world.
Yeah,
What do you
it sounds
think?
like you, BFT.
I like a neutral white. Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Tuesday. It's December 9th. We got myself, Arian, Big T, Mad Dog, Mackenzie, and today's show is being brought to you by our great friends over at Game Time. We're a few days into the 12 days of Game Time, which means they're giving away prizes every day with a $5,000 grand prize at the end. If you still have not entered, go to 12daysofgametime.com. It's free. It only takes a few seconds. That's the number 12, 12, daysofgametime.com. Go there, enter. This season, Game Time is celebrating the moments that made people fans and that they have been enabling those moments for the last 12 years now. Big T, what was the first game or concert that you went to that made you a fan?
First game, I mean, it's probably before I can remember. I mean, I've been going to Braves games since I was 2.
Knee high to a grasshopper.
Exactly.
Aaron, do you remember the first game or concert you ever went to?
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
First concert was Usher and Nas.
Wow.
I went with my boy. I was a third wheel on his date. I was like 12. He said, come to the concert. I was like, all right, Nas is my dude. So loved the first part. Second part was Usher. And I was like, everybody all hugged up and shit. I had, got in my feet because I ain't had nobody with me. It's okay though.
Oh,
it worked
that's
out.
sad.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Arian saw other people dancing with girls, getting close, and then he nodded his head like Cam Newton for the rest of his life. He's like, all right, here we go.
I'm gonna get mine.
Yep. And that's a moment that'll change your life. And these are the type of moments that Game Time is celebrating. Big T, do we have any good football games coming up on the calendar?
Well, I don't know that you phrased it correctly. We do have. I pulled up a football game that will be of interest to you. I don't know how good it is.
All football games are good, brother.
Okay, that's a fair point.
They're all good dogs.
I can get you in to see James Madison in the college football playoff at Outson Stadium against the Oregon Ducks for $173.
Wow.
Which is an even better deal than it sounds because that stadium's not big at all.
No, and it is football. It is a football game. It is a playoff football game, and I would love to go to it. Unfortunately, I'll get into that later. But Game Time is the place to go if you want tickets. If you're trying to get in, the 12 Days of Game Time. Check them out, 12daysofgametime.com. You can still enter. It's free. It only takes a few seconds. Game Time is celebrating those moments that make life worth living. 12daysofgametime.com for a chance to experience one of those moments. All right, we're back. It is Macrodosing. It is Tuesday. It is December 9th, and the James Madison Dukes are in the college football playoff. And that's a crazy sentence to say, and there's a lot of people talking about how we shouldn't be there and about how it's going to be a blowout, and I don't give a fuck.
And that's perfectly fair.
We are playing by the rules that we were told at the start of the year. It's the system. You can be mad at the system. The system does stink, and don't get me wrong, I agree with you on that point. There are 2 Group of 5 teams, JMU and Tulane, in the college football playoff. People are very upset about that. They're clamoring for Notre Dame, clamoring for BYU or Texas or Vandy. But guess what? Blame the ACC.
I actually think you got very lucky that they put Miami in, because had they not, I think there was a real chance they would have put Duke.
Of course, I was nervous when they were unveiling the names. I thought that there was an outside chance they might do that at the last second. But going into this weekend, I felt pretty confident that if we won and that if Duke won, we were going to be in because they ranked us last week. And
I still would have said more than 50% chance it would have been JMU, but there was a real chance that if they didn't put Miami in, they weren't clamoring to leave out a broadcast partner entirely for the second time in 3 years to put JMU in.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, yes. the ACC being in bed with ESPN and all that, like that is a factor at the end of the day. But since they put us 25, they telegraphed it a little bit. They put us 25 last week. If they were looking ahead and they saw obviously Duke would have a chance to win the ACC championship game, and if they wanted to make that move, they just simply would not have ranked us. And that way,
Yeah, probably.
JMU would not be able to complain about getting jumped in the rankings by anybody because they would not have put a ranking next to her name. So I was pretty confident about that. I was also, yeah.
As we learned, all the rankings before the last one mean absolutely nothing.
They don't mean anything.
Literally nothing at all.
They don't mean anything. And guess what? They're going to reverse engineer it to fit their arguments and get in the teams that they want to get in. I saw this coming a mile away with Miami and the whole Miami, Notre Dame, Alabama mix-up. I knew that they were just itching to put Miami and Notre Dame side by side. So then they could be like, now we can look at the result of the head-to-head game.
The thing is, they actually, I guess, did adhere to the messed up like terminology they used the whole season. We're like, well, the head-to-head doesn't matter because they're not directly next to each other, which made no sense. But then they actually did put them next to each other, and then they changed it. So I don't know why that's a thing for them.
They could have just put them next to each other to begin with.
It was
our hands are tied here. They're not next to each other based on the rankings that were handed down by the Lord above.
Yeah, it was an insane way to get to the correct result,
Yeah.
I think. But the way they did it was very odd and strange.
I agree. And they screwed up by putting Miami. Miami was ranked number 18, I think, at the start of the playoffs.
The first ones.
At the start of the playoff rankings, and then they gradually moved them up. And then Miami and Notre Dame did not play football last weekend, but somehow they got put next to each other because sometimes the championship games in conferences matter, sometimes they don't, depending on which team is playing in them. And yeah, Miami got it. I bet on Miami last Tuesday when the rankings came out to get into the playoffs because I thought the scenario might play out.
Did we talk about that on this show?
I'm not sure.
I forget if we did because I did as well. I bet BYU money line and Miami to make the playoff at plus 700.
Yeah.
Because my thinking was either BYU wins, in which case, fine, then you win that. They were plus 410 money line. Or they lose and then they drop and now Miami and Notre Dame are next to each other.
Yep.
And then they have to put in Miami, which turned out to be correct, and I won some money.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah.
Big T, I got a question for you. You're a real college football guy, a connoisseur of the sport. JMU is going to be I think they're down to 20.5 point underdog.
It's under 21?
Yeah.
Hold, please. Talk while I do something.
I can only imagine what you're doing right now. They came out as a 21.5 point underdog. I immediately bet on JMU at 21.5 points. I feel like the 21.5 that's a lot of points, especially going through that 21 number. And then as of yesterday, they had dropped down to 20.5. So I'm not sure where they're at right now. But the question is, does JMU keep it closer with Oregon than Tennessee did with Ohio State last year?
So that score was 42-17.
25 points.
That's 25. I would pick Oregon to win by more than 25.
Okay. All right. This is my mission now.
Okay, to not lose by 25?
Keep it closer than the Vols did last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good. I hope they do.
I hope they do too. The reality is it's probably not going to be competitive.
I wouldn't count on it.
Our offensive line is not built. You remember when Liberty played against Oregon a couple years ago? You remember how much
they lost by 60?
You remember how much bigger Oregon was than
Yes.
Liberty? I think we're bigger than Liberty, but it's going to be a physical mismatch. And there's a handful of guys on JMU that I think could play for Oregon. I think our defensive end, Sahir White, could play and start for Oregon. He's probably going to be a star at a major program next year. I think that we've got a couple players. Running back, Wayne Knight, I think he could be in the rotation at Oregon. And we might have a receiver that could be in there too. But overall, physically, it's going to be a mismatch, and that's okay.
Troy was giving James Madison all it could handle at home until their quarterback got hurt.
Well, JMU also is a big-time second-half team.
Okay.
And we won by 3 scores. And
yeah, they made it look more convincing than it was.
We held Troy to, what was it, negative 26 yards rushing on the day. Like the JMU,
is that what it was?
Yeah, the JMU defense is legitimately good. It was not our best game. In fact, it was one of our worst games that we played all season. But Big T was also a neutral site game
Right.
in Harrisonburg.
Right. At JMU Stadium.
Yeah, in Harrisonburg. I don't think that we're allowed to say that the game took place at Bridgeforth Stadium.
It's like what the World Cup's doing, where it's Dallas Stadium and
Yes.
New York Stadium.
I don't think that we're allowed to say that. That was an interesting choice made by the Sun Belt. But yeah, I don't think we're anywhere close physically to what Oregon's got. But one of these days, there will be a time when a Group of 5 team upsets a Power 4 conference in the playoffs.
I'm not convinced of that.
I actually wouldn't be shocked if Tulane kept it close,
I would.
given that Ole Miss doesn't have their coach.
They lost 45-10
I'm
to
aware.
this team this season.
I'm aware. I'm fully aware. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if they kept it close.
I would be surprised if they kept it close. Tulane lost their coach too. He's just still kind of coaching.
That is true. And how does that work? Like JMU's in the same situation where Bob Chesney's going to UCLA and we have Billy Napier. Is the new coach, are they getting to travel with the team?
Yeah, they'll usually, like when at bowl games and stuff, the new coaches will go, but they're not involved at all.
They'll just be sitting in the corner chair in the hotel room?
Yeah.
Watching another man coach their team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arian, did you pay attention to the college football playoff rankings?
I mean, I seen them, but I didn't really like mull over them like that.
So they decided not to penalize Alabama for getting their ass kicked in the SEC championship game, and I understand why. In theory, you should not take into account the championship games. I get it. You don't want to penalize teams for going to a competitive game against a very good team and losing when you've got other teams that will be in the playoff that didn't have to play in that game. I understand the concept behind that, but I thought Alabama got beaten soundly enough where they would have no choice but to take it into consideration.
Yeah, I only watched part of that game, and they didn't look like one of the better teams in the nation. But I don't know. This whole system is kind of, nobody really knows what's going on right now.
It's kind of screwy.
It's hectic. It's a little hectic. Yeah.
I feel like even the guy that was like making the choices didn't know.
Oh, he's
The
a
Hunter
clown.
guy. He's like so insane.
Yeah, Hunter Yurachek is a clown. He said that he told the committee to go back and watch the Miami Notre Dame game, which is essentially giving them instructions like put Miami in over Notre Dame. And head-to-head should mean something. So like Big T said, I think they got the correct decision was made given the rules that were in place, but the way that they got there was just kind of insane and very, very stupid. But then Notre Dame, I'd like to hear from you, Mackenzie, regarding Notre Dame and their reaction to getting left out of the college football playoff, being we're going to take our ball and go home. You're going to leave us out of the playoffs? Fine. We're not playing a bowl game. See how you like that?
Yeah, I'm honestly happy about it. Like, what's the point at that? I understand people are like, oh, you're just wimping out, like you didn't get what you want, so you're just going to like stop playing. But at the same time, it's like, if they're going to keep you out, like don't give them then the satisfaction to go just like play a game and like let them make money off of it, sort of thing. And I think people are like, oh, this sucks for the team. Like they made it like a team decision. At least I wasn't there. I don't really know. But from what they're saying is like the players and the coaches and everyone all decided together. So like if they wanted to play, they'd be playing. So it's like, I don't think we need to feel bad for the players because they probably voiced that. But yeah, I think I would have enjoyed watching a game if they were to play another one, but I completely like agree with their decision to not play a bowl game.
I don't think this would have happened like 10, 15 years ago.
No.
Because the bowl games, the players were like, I'm going to get that gift bag. I'm going to give me the gift bag of the Beats by Dre headphones.
Yep.
Used to mean something.
Give me the nice like suede messenger bag. What did you get for your games, Arian?
Oh man. I remember getting a PSP.
Oh,
that's sick.
That rocks.
That's cool. Everyone got that?
Yeah, everybody got a PSP. What else? It was like, I think it was like because I played in the Outback Bowl, so I got like this. I don't know how much it was. It was a lot, a gift card to Outback Steakhouse.
That's awesome.
I forget. It was long shit. It was almost 20 years ago, dog.
Do you remember, I forget what team or player it was, but they were playing in the Belk Bowl, and they took them to Belk and gave them all like $100 gift cards or something, and the guy stole from the Belk that they were getting for free.
Oh no, I don't remember that.
I'll have to find who it was.
It's very funny that looking back at that era in college football, they were like, "Hey, thanks for making us millions of dollars this year. Here's a video game."
Isn't it cool?
Yeah. Okay, we'll throw in a bloomin' onion.
PSP was ahead of its time, though.
Yeah.
Arkansas's Jeremy Sprinkle sorry after being suspended for shoplifting at bowl sponsor.
I mean, in his defense, they took him there to get free clothes, right?
Yeah.
And he just took too much?
I was going to say, did he go over like the allotted amount or something?
No, I think it was pretty. Razorback and Virginia Tech players were each given $450 to spend in 90 minutes at Belk. Quality retailer, by the way. It's part of their bowl game swag ahead of Thursday night's matchup. Police say Sprinkle attempted to shoplift 8 items worth $260 from the store. Among them were a Ralph Lauren shirt, pair of boxers, 2 collared shirts, Nike Black Crew socks, and 2 wallets.
2 wallets.
For all those Belt gift cards.
That's a good point.
I just got a new wallet.
What'd you get?
I don't know. It has an Apple AirTag on it though, which is pretty dope.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
What would be the worst things to lose? Can you rank like the 4 worst things to lose?
What do you mean?
Like phone, wallet,
Car keys.
Yeah.
Or keys in general.
I think you just named the top 3.
In what order though?
Phones first.
Yeah.
100%. Then wallet. No, then I'll say phone, keys, then wallet.
Yeah. Wallet's really taken a drop over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, it's not as important. Don't really carry cash like that anymore.
What does a new car key cost if you lose that? It's not cheap.
Never really lost a car key.
Me neither.
Probably like maybe a couple $100.
Yeah, I think it's not cheap. If you lose your wallet, that sucks, but you cancel everything and then get new ones.
Yeah.
I haven't had like a car key in probably like 15 years. The cars I have like now, there's the fobs.
Yeah.
You just change the battery out.
But does yours pull out where you have like the ignition key that's hidden inside of it?
Yeah, it does, but I don't ever use it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I would say, what about dogs got to be up there too?
A lost dog?
Yeah, losing your dog. God forbid.
I would put that 1.
No, still phone.
How's Django doing?
He's good, man. We check up on him. I'm gonna go visit him after the pod today. They sent videos. They love him. He's doing well. They got him on a straight line. So I'm excited to get him.
How long
back.
is he there for?
2.5 weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
Put that fucker in boarding school.
Love that.
Shape up, little motherfucker.
I love that. I did not lose my wallet, but I found myself in a position over the weekend where I flew out of Chicago to go to Harrisonburg on Friday morning to go to the JMU Troy Sunbelt Championship game. And as I was leaving Chicago, I went through the TSA pre-check plus clear line to get out of there. And when I got to the airport, I realized I did not bring my passport with me. I only had my ID, which is not real ID compliant. But since I've got the TSA pre-check plus clear, I was able to get on the plane, no problem. Then flying back out of the Charlottesville airport, they don't have TSA pre-check or clear. Oh, no, they do have pre-check, but no clear.
Yeah, some places don't have clear.
So I was coming back, and there was nobody in the security line. And I go up to the agent, and he's like, put your ID in this machine. I did that, and then he just looks at me like, you motherfucker. And he was like, what ID is that? I was like, that's a New York State ID. And he's like,
wait, you haven't gotten an Illinois driver's license?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What are you, the cops?
Just don't get pulled over. They'll get mad.
Well, yeah, I know. That guy got mad at me, too.
Too late, yeah.
The cop got
well,
mad
that
at
was
me.
because it wasn't a real ID. He doesn't know where you live.
No, but the cop got mad at me in Chicago. And he asked me, he was like, how long have you lived here? And I was like, a little bit. And then we had a little standoff. And he did not ask me exactly when did you move here because he knew that I would not answer that question.
I think you have 60 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is too short, by the way.
I agree.
Should be 6 months. But
So the TSA guy, he's like, that's not real ID compliant, sir. I was like, I know. I left my passport at home. And he goes, if you do this again and it's next year, there's a chance you could be fined $45. And I was like, okay. And then he handed me, I got red carded. He handed me a red card. No, I don't have my backpack in here. I still have it in my backpack. I got red carded going through TSA security, and it's just a red piece of paper that says you need to get a new ID or else you could face delays on a future flight. And I go through TSA. The guy's like, well, we're going to have to do some additional security on you. I just walk through as a normal person would and then just get my bag. Absolutely zero change in the screening process. And I handed back my TSA pre-check card and the red card that they gave me to the lady at the end that was collecting the TSA pre-check cards. And then she gave me the red card back. She goes, no, you keep this one. This one's for you. So I've been red carded. And I gotta be honest, it felt kind of cool.
Sent off.
Felt kind of cool to get the red card going through the airport there. But yeah, I guess I do need to get a new ID. But I usually travel with my passport. I just forgot to bring it this time. So, hey, I got back. And that's all that matters. We'll get back to nanodosing in a second. It's brought to you by Kraken. Every holiday season, we give the same gifts. Things people don't need, don't want, won't remember. But this year, Kraken, the official crypto platform of Barstool Sports, is offering something with real potential, the gift of Bitcoin. Here's how it works. If you're new to Kraken, sign up before December 24th. You will receive $50 in Bitcoin as a holiday gift. And if you're already a Kraken user, you'll get a $125 Bitcoin gift card to give to someone who hasn't joined yet. It's simple. Get Bitcoin, give Bitcoin. Go to kraken.com/gift of Bitcoin and start gifting with intention. Disclaimer, not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding New York and Maine, through Payward Interactive Incorporated. Terms apply. Big T. A lot going on in the news. You want to start with the Pantone of the Year?
Yeah, I actually do want to start with that, but since you said red card, that naturally leads into another story.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. The FIFA World Cup draw on Friday. The pageantry, the extravagance, the showmanship by FIFA. All first rate.
That could have been done in 10 minutes. Took 3 hours.
I'd say probably less than 10 minutes.
It was outrageous.
It was the college football playoff show was 3 hours yesterday.
No, but they do the rankings in the first 15 minutes. They do an A block that's like a little preamble, then they come back from commercial and they give you the rankings.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
FIFA took 90 minutes to get to the first draw.
At least.
90 minutes. By the way, congratulations to President Donald Trump on winning the first ever
FIFA Peace Award.
The FIFA Peace Award for excellence in peace and soccer. Excuse me, in football.
He was up there banging for to call it football, which, by the way, this you want to tee it off? The word soccer is a British word. They came up with it in like the 1800s because they wanted a distinction between association football, that's where the SOC comes from, and rugby football.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, like school kids would just add ER to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would, that's how the slang was. So they started calling association football soccer. It's a British word. In many parts of the world, they still call rugby rugger for the same reason.
Did not know that.
Yes. It's a British word. It's their fault. And then they're like, oh, you Americans, it's your word. It's your thing.
I mean, that's, in your face, England.
Yes,
I didn't realize
pisses me off every time.
Thank you for educating
You're
me.
welcome.
So President Trump, after accepting the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize Award, which I believe he also invented.
I think it was invented for him.
Is invented for him. Are they gonna give it to somebody else next time, or is it gonna be Trump next time again?
I think it should be given to somebody else, but it should be named for him. It should be the Donald J. Trump FIFA Peace Award.
Do you think he had any hand in designing the award?
I didn't get a good enough look at it. I did see that he recently redesigned the Kennedy Center
Yeah, the medallion.
medal.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know.
I would like to know the behind the scenes of how this award was designed, and then curious to see when it's in Saudi Arabia if MBS gets it.
Is that where the next World Cup is?
No, the next one is, I want to say, like all over Asia, I think. Could be wrong about that.
We're getting a little too broad with the, like, now it's U.S., Canada, Mexico. Next, it's just all of Asia.
Yeah.
These teams are traveling. I saw the potential England travel schedule. It was they go like Atlanta to Mexico City to Vancouver, back to Atlanta to Kansas City.
Oh, England got fucked.
Yeah.
Big time. In the draw, too.
The story I was talking about, though, in relation to the draw was did you see who is playing in the Pride match?
I did see that. It is Egypt and Iran.
That's correct.
Playing in the
in Seattle.
In Seattle in the Pride match.
Yeah.
Once again, that is Egypt and Iran.
That had to be on purpose.
I think that FIFA might just be that incompetent.
But why did they designate the Pride match beforehand? Maybe see who we've got in there.
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know why FIFA did it. But it's ridiculous. And the whole World Cup draw was just insane. FIFA sucked its own dick for about 90 minutes, saying that they were the number one purveyors of joy in the world and how they've done more than any other organization to ensure peace. And then when Trump got his award, he went up there and he did a little ad lib. I think on the way to the Kennedy Center in the morning, he kind of thought through what his remarks were going to be, and he's like, "Oh, we're talking about soccer. Let's talk about the name. Let's talk about the name because it's FIFA, which is football, but we call it soccer." So he said, "When you look at what has happened to football in the United States, which is soccer in the United States, we never seem to call it football because we have a little bit of a conflict with another thing that's called football. But when you think about it, shouldn't it really be called this is football? There's no question about it. We have to come up with another name for the NFL. It really doesn't make sense when you think about it." So, what was the reaction to this, Big T, in conservative circles?
I saw him say that, but I didn't see a word of it reaction-wise.
Yeah, I think this is just getting chalked up to Donnie getting on a mic and just kind of doing a tight five.
Were you anticipating people getting mad about that?
I did the second this happened. I'm not usually a big imagine if Biden or imagine if Obama said this, but I did think to myself, imagine if Obama got on a microphone and was like, "We should stop calling it soccer and we should call it football and we should change the name of the NFL." I did think about that. I thought about what the reaction might look like for that. And I think you kind of have to think about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Trump gets up there. He pulls the United States out of the bin of ping pong balls that say United States. And then he went on his way. And they did the draw. And buddy, was it rigged? I love it. We get Australia.
It's not as rigged as you thought it would be, though.
No, the most important match by far is who you play in Group B, in Group 2, the second group of teams, where the U.S. would normally be.
Well, you're assuming that we get out of our group.
No, I'm saying in our group, the most important result that we got was Australia.
You're saying pot 2.
Pot 2.
Yes.
Yeah, pot 2. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. Yeah, the group, whatever. Pot 2, which is the group of teams that the U.S. should have been in, if we're just going by world ranking. But since we're the host country, we're put in pot 1. The last ranked team in pot 2 was Australia, so we avoided a matchup against almost every other good team in the world.
But then we got Paraguay, who's not easy.
They're not easy,
and then probably Turkey, which is maybe the best team of the pot 4.
I would like to avoid Turkey if possible. I would very much like that. Where would Italy be playing if they qualified? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
It's pretty funny that Italy's not in it
yet.
But yeah, I think Shaq did a great job. I think Wayne Gretzky.
What I was just fixing to say, Wayne Gretzky. We got to get somebody up there who can read. That was painful.
Caraco
in North Macedonia.
Yep.
He's been hanging out with Biz too much.
He has. Yeah, great job, Wayne. I don't know. I'm very happy with the way that the draw turned out for us.
Yeah, it was
avoided
fun.
any other really good teams.
I'd say B+.
B+, A-. I'd say that's probably about right. So yeah, U.S. doesn't really have any marquee matchups in the opening round, but that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Best game we're probably going to play is here against Germany. I got my tickets on Friday.
Let's go. All right, so you want to talk about Pantones, Big T?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I know you guys have been waiting for this. The Pantone of the Year has been announced. It is Pantone 11-4201 Cloud Dancer. It's a neutral white that brings calm, clarity, and creative breath in a noisy world.
Yeah,
What do you
sounds
think?
like you, BFT.
I like a neutral white. It's not an exciting white. Yeah, I mean it's white. It's the color is like white. They picked white.
How many whites are there?
Oh, a lot. A lot.
A bunch of them.
There's a ton of whites. And they would complain if they were not selected.
Well, there's a lot of people complaining that this one was selected.
Okay, so I could be wrong about this. I have not seen a single person complain about the color that was selected.
Oh, you haven't?
I saw the tweet that you sent over where there were 2 people.
Well, you just said you haven't seen any.
Well, I saw 2 people. I'm gonna.
Those
count.
are the 2 videos that went really viral.
I'm
There are a lot. I have bookmarked people's comments too.
I'm gonna count that as basically 0 people. For all intents and purposes, 0 people are upset.
So 2 mega viral videos. But put those aside. Here's a guy.
Yeah, if 2 videos go viral, that's still 2 people.
But you don't think that could be indicative of
No,
some more people being upset?
I don't think anyone's upset about this.
Okay, you could be right.
But those 2 people that went viral for being upset, it's very funny that they're upset about this. What did they say?
Where's the video that they're upset? I haven't seen this.
It's in the. I sent it in the thing. One woman said, "Hey Pantone, you're fired. You really chose white in these times. You're fired. This is Katie Rogers' feng shui. I know the danger of that kind of messaging, and I'm not having it. Really, really bad choice." Then another woman said, "You're not going to convince me this wasn't an intentional move. Pantone just released their color of the year for 2026, and it is severely lacking pigment. It's white, not a good look. Is white even a color? No. Try again." I actually like that angle. The color of the year isn't even a color.
Yeah. Mocha Mousse was the color of the year last year, if you're keeping track of all this. I don't think anybody is actually upset about this. Except for those women.
Yeah, you're negating their lived experience.
I am, yes, 100% I am. But I don't think anyone is super mad. I'm looking back over the years. It's been a pretty diverse selection. I see some greens, some turquoises here, some pinks, some reds, some browns, some pastels, some purples, some blues.
I've got
I
some
found
more
my
videos
favorite
for
color.
you, by the way.
What's that?
It's always been purple, but I found a new derivative of it. Ghost purple.
Okay.
It's just a beautiful, like, metallic, bioluminescent-esque color. It's gorgeous.
It is good.
I would describe it as the color of the LED lights behind a video game streamer.
Some shit like that, yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
That's a great color.
Very vibe. It's a beautiful color, man.
It's also known as Japanese maple.
That sounds delicious.
Now, why do you think streamers use that color more often? It's like always a blue or a purple, sometimes a green.
Because it just feels good.
Vibrant colors.
Looks futuristic.
Yeah.
I sent you over some more people upset
Some
videos, by the way.
Some more mad people.
Pantone, more like tone deaf, said one woman. This one said, "Call me too woke. I don't care. It's giving Sydney Sweeney has good genes. You're going to choose white and market it as a soothing reset? For who, babe? Who is that soothing?"
Who's that soothing, babe?
Seems like some people are a little upset.
Maybe like 5. I also
List keeps growing.
I also think
Right.
that most of these people are just trying to get clout, so they're saying outrageous stuff.
It's possible.
I don't think anyone in the real world is upset about this. If you know somebody that is upset about the Pantone of the Year, by the way, refer them to a hospital.
Yeah.
Like, offer to drive them to a hospital.
Therapy.
Yeah,
I think you're being very dismissive of these people and their feelings.
That's okay. I will accept that and agree with it. What else we got in the news today, Big T?
We did color. We did Pride match. We talked about Notre Dame refusing a bowl. Do you know who Joey Barton is?
I do not.
He was a soccer player like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He has been given a suspended 6-month prison sentence in England for his social media posts that I went and, because it just keeps saying social media. I went and looked up what he said. I'd say it's about a third as bad as a daily Barstool comments section.
He called somebody a pedophile, right?
So I didn't see that. He compared two soccer commenters to Fred and Rose West, who I guess were serial killers in England.
Yeah.
He said they were the Fred and Rose West of football commentary. Then he also posted a manipulated image where their faces were superimposed on a photograph of the Wests. The image was ruled grossly offensive by the jury. People do that to people who work here every single day.
All the time. I read that he used the word nonce, Nonce,
Okay.
which is, I believe that's like British slang for pedophile.
Is it? I thought that just meant like dumbass.
I think that's, if you read it enough online, it gets turned into that, but I think it does mean...
He also posted a commentary about Aluko, who I guess is a female soccer commentator, describing her as a, quote, Joseph Stalin Pol Pot category for, quote, murdering hundreds of thousands of football fans' ears and dismissing DEI as, quote, a load of shit. And this gets you 6 months in prison in England.
Does mean sex offender.
Okay, in post
comedy. Yeah.
In posts directed at Vine, Barton repeatedly referred to him as a, quote, bike nonce and implied he might be connected to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
There you go. So that's probably it. I don't think you should be allowed to call people pedophiles online or accuse them of being pedophiles online. Unless if they are, then you can say it. But like that's defamation.
I mean, people do that in the United States every single day.
But if you
particularly in regards to Epstein.
Yeah, you can call Epstein a pedophile for sure.
No, people connected to Epstein that there's no evidence of yet.
Right. But if you call a complete stranger a pedo online, there is a thing called defamation. Now you don't go to prison for it.
But he wasn't. He was sentenced for, quote, intent to cause distress or anxiety. It was not defamation.
From the knots?
I think just from everything.
Okay, so how long is he in prison for?
Well, it's suspended, so he has an 18-month period where he has to do community service, and if he doesn't get in trouble again, then he doesn't have to go to prison. But if you get like a ticket or something and go back to court.
Hello. Adorable.
She's an asshole.
Oh my God.
You can't say that.
Absolutely, I can't. Yesterday, she took all of this and just wiped it. Just wiped all of it.
She's a baby.
That sounds fun, though.
Don't mean she's not an asshole.
Did she think it was all elves on a shelf?
No, she knows exactly. And then she takes my key, because I have a keyboard right here. She takes my keys and just starts picking them off. She takes the keys off, so I always have to
She's strong.
continually find them. No, it's pretty easy to take off. But yeah, my baby's strong. But I have a new law. I want to add an amendment to my political run. It's along with what y'all are talking about. New law. If somebody's talking shit about you, or if you talking shit about somebody else online or in person, you get to challenge them to a gulag. Right? And where you can't murder anybody, right? But you can fight them and you can beat the shit out of somebody.
Okay.
This will calm a lot of online discourse down. Because you're like, hey, if you say that shit again, I'm gonna have to put in my gulag request on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No weapons, straight fists, you in an octagon, knuckle up.
I'm totally fine with your proposal. It's just like, are you gonna fly out to fight people?
This is government funded. We're gonna cut.
Oh, so okay.
We're gonna cut,
So
yeah, we're gonna cut. We'll put you up in a hotel, right? We're gonna cut. Instead of my original proposal was 15% of the military budget. We're gonna go ahead and do 20%. 5% is additional for gulag resources, strictly gulag resources.
So if you are offended, you want to gulag somebody, you then contact the government, and the government picks that person up and flies them out.
It says you have been requested. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is what it is. It'll calm down the shit talking. It'll calm that shit down. You know what I mean?
Could you see that?
Kick your ass. Oh, you will? Gulag, brother. Let's run it.
is there a limit to your annual allotment, or is it as many as you want?
I think it's as many as one. It's kind of like a purge too. You know what I'm saying? This will keep a lot of violent people, right? And you can't gulag nobody for no reason. Matter of fact, here's another. I'm helping the economy because I'm creating jobs now. I'm creating jobs because I'm gonna have a gulag committee, right? You can't just pick a random person, random old lady, like I want to gulag her. Dog, I don't like the way she looked at me. No, that's not grounds. That's not grounds enough. They have to be agitating towards you or say a defamatory comment, and let's get it in.
So dudes couldn't just be like, I want to gulag Sabrina Carpenter.
Can't. That's weird. No.
Fly her out. It's my government money for flying people out.
Your haircut fits exactly the kind of guy who would do some shit like that right now.
You like the frosted tips?
Frosted tips. You dyed your hair?
I frosted the tips. Yeah.
I can't tell from this angle, I guess.
I like it.
I'll take a picture and send it.
Yeah,
to you.
send that over.
I'm glad you feeling real 1998ish, huh? I feel you, dog.
Me and Hank lost Mount Rushmore season on Part of My Take, so our punishment was we had to frost the tips and we had to get spray tans, which we both got.
You did look a little redder, but sometimes the color on my on my screen is a little more vibrant.
It was worse yesterday.
Okay. I can't tell much of a difference. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Hank was borderline problematic with his spray tan.
Yeah, can't relate. But I started following Hank on his lefty Instagram.
Yeah,
I think he needs to go back to the right. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Oh no. Why's that?
I'm just looking at it. I was like, and maybe he's new, so he's still trying it out. But it looks like more of a natural swing on his right. With his right.
See, I disagree because he's only been doing this for a couple weeks now.
Right.
And he's a lefty in a lot of stuff that he does. Like I think he swings a baseball bat left-handed. I think he throws left-handed. So he's a natural lefty, and he's just never tried to do it for golf. And I think that, I don't know, it looks smoother to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's not specifically. I guess it is the swing technically, but I'm looking more at the way his body moves. Is more natural with the right swing, but it could be because it's just new. But we'll see. I hope it works out for him.
I hope it does too.
Oh, golfing update. I'm now a 7.7 handicap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's getting scary. Scary hours.
That's huge.
I'm right behind you.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. I'm like 32, but creeping up.
Right on that bumper, baby.
I mean, in the context of how many numbers there are, that's an infinitesimal amount.
It's a pretty big difference, yeah. But shit, come on, man.
No, but I'm saying think of how many numbers there are. They're infinite. So 7 to 32 is nothing.
That's true.
And it's really 8 to 32. So.
No, I'm with you. I'm rooting for you. I hope you.
Yeah.
I hope you get down to scratch soon, Big T.
I wouldn't count on it, but
yeah, me neither. It's all good.
I plan on joining you in single digits within the next 2 years, Arian.
I love it. I think golf is so fun, but when like you can actually like pull up at any course and play the course and enjoy your time rather than I'm about to lose 30 balls today.
Yeah,
it's a great feeling. It's a great experience. Yeah,
getting that spot where I'm shooting bogey golf for the most part is fun.
That's good. Yeah, that's fun to do.
It's very fun.
That's 90 shit.
Yeah, you're having fun playing golf if you're hitting a bogey on every hole.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back to nanodosing in a second. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are a time of traditions. Some people have many in their family, while some have none or just beginning their own. But now is the time to reflect on what they mean to you or rewrite those traditions and make your own. Incorporating therapy into your new or existing traditions can help ensure that you take time for yourself during what can be a very joyful but sometimes hectic and lonely time of the year. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs, your preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recs. This December, start a new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at betterhelp.com/dose. That's betterhelp.com/dose. Now more macrodosing. Arian, I don't know if you've been paying attention at all to the Texans. Did you watch the game last night?
I actually did watch the first, I think some of the first half. Yeah, they got the best defense in the NFL. It's fun to watch. Shout out to Miko, man.
Their defense is scary.
Yeah,
It's very scary. And then they had their offense didn't look bad at all in the first half last night compared to what it has looked like. Then it kind of slowed down in the second half. And then Andy Reid went for it on 4th and 1 from like their own 30-yard line in a tie game. They didn't get it, and then the Texans won the game. Andy Reid, I don't know what that was all about. That's pretty crazy stuff.
I'll tell you what, man. Patrick Mahomes is not looking too good right now. And I don't mean from like a running standpoint. He never looked good running. I'm just talking about like pocket presence, decision making. His arm's always been elite, but like I was watching one of these plays where he clearly had a little crossing route wide open, but he was just so spooked, and that could be it. He's having to deal with a lot of pressure, but he was so spooked that he just uncharacteristically missed the dude that was wide open.
Yeah, he's looked off. The Chiefs, I think, are dead. They're not officially dead, but for all intents and purposes, I think that they're out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't see them coming back. Bills.
End of a dynasty era?
No, it's the end. It's the end of this era for the Chiefs. They have to evolve into their next era.
Mm-hmm.
They've got plenty of eras left to go through, I think. And listen, if this era is over, then what they can do is they can just release like 4 different documentaries about the era and tweak them slightly and put them out in theaters. And then their fans will pay money to go see it. Then you can do a book about the era.
Yep.
Then you can do a movie about the book about the era.
Totally.
And then you can do an album about the book about the movie about the era.
I found out this morning there's a documentary coming out this week.
Yeah, there is.
What is that? Is that of the tour? What is this of?
Yeah, it's a 6-episode documentary about the behind the scenes of the Eras tour.
Why only 6 episodes? Why not 10? Why not 30?
Look, you can't have it both ways. You can't say she's greedy and then say why only 6?
Well, no, I that's what I'm doing. 6 episodes that's a lot of episodes.
It was a 1.5 year long tour.
I went to this tour 4 years ago, and
no, you didn't.
There's
you
still
went to this tour 2.5 years ago.
It was
2023 spring. No, it was 2023 spring.
Okay, so 3 years ago.
2.5. It ended last year. A year ago. It ended a year ago this weekend.
When will be the last piece of content released by Taylor Swift about the Eras tour?
This might be close. Like, this might be it. It's the behind the scenes of the Eras tour.
Mm-hmm.
Of how she made it. It's the most successful tour in history. It's the behind the scenes mechanisms of how it was made. My ass will be sat down to watch. And I'm excited. And then also, again, for my freak ass relationship to their relationship, then you get to see like Taylor and Travis in the early days of their relationship and see their connection. I think, because he's in the trailer like 4 times.
That will be exciting. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm not going to yuck your yum.
Yeah, they make 30 for 30s about shit all the time that happened 20 years ago.
They do.
This is my 30 for 30.
But is this like the second or third 30 for 30?
No, the other things that she released like in a theatrical way were the actual concert.
Okay.
She had the Eras Tour concert movie and then the extended one.
What was the extended one?
That had the Tortured Poets Department, the new album on it that she was touring with.
Okay.
So there was that. This is, I believe, going to be like sit down documentary style of how this was made. Those other two there was no like talking in it. It was just start to finish concert.
Okay. Got it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is like the behind the scenes part.
Okay.
Which I'm very interested to see how this was all made and how she decided on everything. So I will be I'm excited. This is a 30 for 30.
I do think that it might be interesting finding out how the biggest tour of all time got put together.
Yeah, even from a standpoint not of Taylor Swift, just looking at it as a feat of the music industry, whether or not you like her.
Yeah.
It was the most successful tour of all time, and it lasted for almost 2 years and made billions of dollars. I think just if you're interested in music or how those kind of things happen, I think it's an interesting look at it.
Okay, I won't hate on this too much. It is funny, though, how she's just dropping
I will eat
drop after
it
drop
up.
after drop.
And she's promoting it a lot, which she sometimes doesn't like promote stuff that she does that much. And she's been posting about this like on her Grid Instagram. So I'm excited.
So it's official.
On the grid.
On the Grid.
It's on
Is
Maine.
this an
She's
all
hard launching
6
it.
come out at once thing, or is this a weekly?
I believe it's all 6 come out once.
Okay,
That's good.
It's not as bad for me.
That's good.
Yeah, you can. That's a day. That's just a Saturday. It's cold. We have nothing to do.
It is cold. That's a fact. It's going to get colder.
I don't like the sound of that.
Damn,
Yeah, it's gonna
I
get
can't
colder.
relate. It is now 56 degrees, and I'm finna go golfing a little later.
That's really. It's not great here. This is gonna be a long winter.
Yeah. Buckle up.
I'm going to Panama City on Thursday too.
That's going to be great. Enjoy.
That's awesome.
Enjoy the canal.
I'm gonna be all up in the canal.
You want to talk about a feat? Watch a documentary about the building of the Panama Canal. Make the Eras Tour look like a walk in the park.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it was an engineering feat. They carved a path from the Atlantic. I don't know actually which way they went. I think from the Pacific to the Atlantic.
I actually 100% agree with you that the Panama Canal was probably a bigger feat than
Okay,
the
all right,
Eras
good,
Tour.
good. Thank you for
David
admitting it. Put that on a
Bowie.
quote card.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I couldn't think about what your hair reminded me of. And it's David Bowie.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Ziggy Stardust.
David Bowie.
Changes.
Legend. I fuck with David Bowie. He had one of the most profound statements on the internet pre the internet as we know it today.
Yeah, he did.
It was like just when it was just getting started, and he was like, "This is a monster, and I don't think you have any idea how this can go." Like, and the dude was like, "It's just like for like, you know, you can listen to the radio and read some stuff on it, right? You can read some articles." He's like, "No, you have no idea what this can become." And I was like, "Yo, that shit was brilliant when he broke it down. I'm not even gonna pretend to paraphrase it."
David Bowie pretty much predicted the entire internet.
He predicted viral stuff. He predicted all that shit. It was brilliant. It was like in the 90s, right? When he first early. Yeah.
Pretty much nailed it.
Fucking on the head, dog. Holy shit.
Shout out David Bowie.
Shout out David Bowie.
What else we got today? What else in the news? Anything else you want to get into from this weekend, Aaron?
What happened this weekend?
Oh, MTG was on 60 Minutes.
Okay.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, MTG was, she's obviously not running. She's decided not to run again for Congress. She's been going at it with Donald Trump. She's going scorched earth on Donald Trump.
Yeah?
Yeah. So she's basically saying he is not doing any of the things that she was advocating for, that she was promising to her constituents with Trump, that Trump had been talking about in the lead up to his election. And she talked about how she met with him regarding the Epstein files. And she expressed to him, per Marjorie Taylor Green, that the victims deserve to have all the information released in the Epstein files and have the people who were associated with it held accountable for their actions. And then Trump screamed at her, allegedly, and said people are going to get hurt if you release those files. And then she got some death threats, allegedly, from people. She told J.D. Vance and Trump about it. Trump said some mean things back to her, which she did not divulge. She just said it was very mean. My guess is he probably just called her Marjorie Taylor Green again. And yeah, they're not doing so well anymore. Seems like it's officially broken up between the two of them.
Hate to see it, man.
I think she's positioning herself for whatever her next career move is. I feel like she's going to use this to get into media.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I think she's burned that bridge already.
Oh, I think she's setting up to run for governor or senate or something.
You think so?
Because now she can position herself as, I'm actually America first. I stood up to Trump when he was abandoning the American people and what he said he stood for. I think this is positioning her to run for something else.
She posted a graphic on her Twitter this morning comparing her not taking any money from AIPAC versus Donald Trump's contributions or Donald Trump's donations that were like $230 million. And she said, like, I'm actually America first.
Yeah, she's drawing a distinction between MAGA and America first.
It's still MTG.
Still MTG. She's saying that America first means America first and MAGA means whatever Trump says it means.
She's not wrong.
I just don't. I think she's still very popular in her district, but I can't see her like defeat. If somebody, a handpicked person, runs against her for governor of Georgia, if like Trump endorses somebody and goes all in campaigning for them, do you think that Marge would stand a chance against that person?
I mean, you just have to see who it is. Like, Brian Kemp is a huge Trump guy, right?
Yeah.
The current governor.
Yeah.
But he was elected a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, Georgia has 2 Democratic senators now.
That's true, yeah.
But then went back to Trump in 24, so.
They did, yeah. Trump did try to pick somebody in a statewide election there. His name was Herschel Walker.
Didn't go well.
Did not pick well.
I think she could be governor
Where
of
is
Georgia.
Herschel Walker, man?
He
What
is
doing
the
now?
United States ambassador to the Bahamas, I believe. Pretty good gig.
Man, I wonder how the air from China's doing.
Oh, yeah, that was blowing over here?
It's still not our good air.
Yeah. We got anything else?
Rip Olivia Nuzzi
Oh, yeah.
at Vanity Fair.
Yeah, she got the axe over there after doing a pretty unimpressive interview. I don't know why she did. She was less prepared for that interview than Hunter Yurachek was to talk about the college football playoff. And that's hard to do.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's
It's hard.
impossible.
She was like, I didn't know you were going to ask me all these questions about my affairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. I don't know if does anybody read Vanity Fair? Who reads Vanity Fair?
I don't think I read. I mean, I know I don't read Vanity Fair, but they have some like cultural zeitgeist moments throughout the year.
Through this year?
Just like in general.
I mean, I guess it's all about who they have, who they employ, because like good writers are still worth something. But the name Vanity Fair, I feel like just magazines in general have not been really a thing that people have cared about for a long time now.
Yeah, I think they misjudged that one though.
I remember when Sports Illustrated coming in the mail was like the biggest day. What was it, every 2 weeks?
Sports.
I think it was 2 a month.
You could get it. I feel like you could get it weekly.
Maybe it was, but either like that was the best day of your week or however often.
East Bay guy. I was an East Bay guy.
East Bay was awesome. East Bay was great. Sports Illustrated would get here, and I would go straight to the bathroom, take a crap after school, read Rick Riley.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thought you was about to say the swimsuit edition. You went straight to the bathroom.
I thought so too.
No, I would never say that about Rebecca Romaine and her many appearances in the swimsuit issue that I very much enjoyed as a 13-year-old. I'd never say that.
Now close personal friend.
Now close personal friend Rebecca Romaine. And her husband's okay too. He's a good guy. There was some major news that broke on Friday. I need somebody to explain this to me because there were parts of this company, parts of the internet at large that I saw just absolutely freaking out about this news. But I need somebody to explain to me what's going on here. So, Netflix and Warner Brothers are trying to merge, correct? Netflix is trying to purchase?
Netflix is trying to purchase Warner Brothers.
Okay.
And HBO Max.
I've got an idea for Netflix. Okay. We're seeing this concept work in fashion. We're seeing this concept work in music and other forms of art. What if Netflix did like these pop-up locations?
Like a gallery?
Yeah. But where people could go to see like the new Netflix movies on like in an immersive environment.
Right.
I'm talking about like a
screen.
giant screen.
Can you buy snacks?
You could serve meals there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Maybe some drinks. Maybe have a bar. Popcorn. People could go.
That.
What a great date idea that would be.
Right.
To go see a movie that you're really excited about and go see it on like the biggest screen that you could possibly watch it on.
And get like these huge recliner chairs.
Yeah. It'd be very funny if Netflix came out with movie theaters in the next 5 years. I think there's a good chance that they do that.
I mean, they're putting their movies in theaters now, so.
Yeah. I'm in contact with Jeff.
I think if they could upgrade theaters, like, and I'd be in. Like there was this. I remember I spent a little bit of time in Oregon, and there was this like it was a movie theater, but had like a really good restaurant, a bar. It had like specialty cocktails, and then the theaters they had big ones, but they had like boutique ones where you could do like anywhere from 4 people to like 16, but they were like really comfortable, like homey vibe couches and layouts. So it wasn't like seats and it wasn't like recliners. It was like really good furniture. It was a really dope place.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think if you go to the right theater now, theaters are almost like, not all of them have done this, obviously, but there are specialty ones that have pretty much, like, I think done it as well as we possibly can. I'm looking right now. There was one in New York that I would go to.
Is it time to upgrade the film aspect of it? Because a lot of times I'll go to the theaters and it's dim lit and the brightness. I feel like the brightness needs to come up a little bit. And so like maybe do those. You know how they have you seen like the Ball in Vegas or something like that?
The Sphere.
Like that, yeah, the Sphere. There you go. But that kind of like LED panel in theaters now, because I think the film aspect of it, the quality is not as good.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I don't know enough about that.
But I think sometimes that's part of the charm is like the film look doesn't always look super, super impeccably crystal clear.
Like it.
Oh, Arian, I'm looking at the theater is called iPic. That's the one I was talking about in New York, and it says there's one in Houston.
Okay.
If you haven't been, you should go check it out. It's good. And they have like the recliners are in like these pods, so you're closed off like you're in like your own little deal. And the food's good.
Check it out real quick, though.
I've got an idea, by the way. Tell me what you guys think about this for maybe Wednesday's show. What do you guys think about talking about prediction markets?
I like that because I don't understand it at all. I mean, I understand it.
I'm starting to understand it, and I don't think I like it.
Me neither.
I think that we're going to be going in a very strange.
I don't understand how it's legal.
Dystopian direction.
What is a prediction market?
Like Kalshi and Polymarket, where you can just bet on things happening, where you can bet like, oh, I think this person is going to be the next president of the United States, or I think this person is going to be the next head coach of the New York Giants.
DraftKings is supposedly integrating that soon.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
We're going to have Jeff D. Lowe on in a second to talk to you about the ins and outs of the Netflix mergers, and he's brought to you by Sport Clips. Jeff gets his haircut at Sport Clips every week. Isn't that right? I believe that's his tradition. This holiday season is packed. There's football to watch, relatives to visit, presents that you need to buy last minute. Fortunately, Sport Clips haircuts is the perfect holiday timeout. Just when you thought the MVP experience could not get any more relaxing, the Playmaker Scents are back. For a limited time, choose one of 3 all-new seasonal scents for your hot steam towel. Take your relaxation to the next level. Of course, you'll still be getting a massaging shampoo and a sharp cut just in time for the holiday photos. Don't let the hustle and bustle of the holidays get you down. Try one of the Holiday Playmaker Scents, available until December 27th at participating locations only and where permitted by law. Sport Clips is a game changer. The scents are Cold Mint Plunge. It's a burst of chilled mint mixed with cool winter air. They've got Tailgate Huddle, which has the warmth of embers and spice. It smells like victory. They got Vanilla Spice and the warmth of a campfire. And they've got Halftime Chill, a refreshing blast of crisp, clean confidence. It's relaxation bottled. It's like if Santa had a favorite cologne. Try one of the Holiday Playmaker Scents, available until December 27th at participating locations only and where permitted by law. Sport Clips, it's a game changer. And now here's Jeff D. Lowe. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
How's it going?
Can you hear me? Good. Standing outside great American Christian institution Hobby Lobby right now.
Oh, I love that.
Get you some good stuff in there.
I'm building the trophy for the dozen Super Bowl event. Anyway, yeah, that's where I am right now.
You're building my next trophy for me.
Yes, I am, champ. Yep.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. So, can you just explain to us the news that broke, I think it was on Friday, about the Netflix Warner Brothers merger and why people are freaking out about it?
Yeah, so if you want a good course on media conglomerate hostile takeovers, there's a really good documentary on HBO called Succession you should check out.
Okay.
You can get a good little recap on how all that works. But that's honest to God, like actually very similar to what's happening here. So Warner Brothers, they're basically finding a way to have somebody else own them. And some people do believe that there was intent with them trying to get a deal with Netflix. The deal is like $8 billion or so, whatever it is. They're trying to get this deal with Netflix because they know it won't go through. Because if it doesn't go through, they collect like a 5.3 or something billion dollar payday, which they could very much use. So some people think that it's like rigged in that sense where they wanted Netflix to take the deal because they know the regulators aren't going to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to get pushed through and Trump's going to stop it because then they'll get a big payday. People think that because the Ellisons are good friends, the billionaire Ellisons are good friends with Donald Trump. And David Ellison is the CEO of, I think, Skydance Media is who's the CEO, but they own and run Paramount. And they've long time been considered the company that was going to buy and take it over. So now they're doing a hostile takeover, which is exactly what happened in the show Succession, those who watched it, where they go and they try to find a way to convince shareholders that they have the better deal, blah, blah, blah. And then they basically bear hug Warner Brothers into taking it over. So it's kind of this whole mess now where can Paramount find a way to get the shareholders and everybody to agree to do that deal and hostily take over Warner Brothers, or will Warner Brothers accept? Well, they basically have. Will Warner Brothers and Netflix deal go through and get pushed through by regulators? I think it was like the 8th date that Paramount has now placed on it, and Paramount said like, "Hey, we'll do a better job of handling your assets. We'll make sure that the feed industry and our theatrical releases aren't touched because people worry about that with Netflix."
All right, so why would the Netflix Warner Brothers deal, why would that be bad for the consumer?
I do think I'm going to know something. I'm a big theater guy. I think there's a little excessive doom and gloom.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's too many people in Hollywood who hate this. Where like, no, they wouldn't let Netflix release like The Batman or like the next whatever big movie on Netflix only. But they're big into the theatrical release windows being super, super small, which means like, tomorrow they'll come out with, I don't know, whatever X movie. But we'll use Barbie 2 as an example. Say they come out with a Barbie 2 or Oppenheimer 2. It'd be in the theaters for 30 days and then it would be on streaming. And yes, it would never make the money that something make. Or something like this year, great example, Warner Brothers Sinners. Sinners, original concept, young director, kind of a hot cast.
Yeah.
it did well at the start, and then it got this word of mouth, and it blew up and made a lot of money. It would never happened had they thrown it on HBO Max a week later. And that's the biggest concern for people, because some of him, Warner Brothers, for example, during COVID, they put everything on streaming the day of. Dune debuted in theaters and on HBO Max, and people worried about that, and then they kind of got talked out of that. People were like, "Stop doing that," and they actually went away from it. Apple's another one which kind of been impressive. Apple, the F1 movie this summer.
Yeah,
F1 only went to streaming like a couple weeks ago. That movie came out the week of the Dozen tournament in June. I mean, that was months ago. So Apple's kind of the opposite, but Netflix is the polar opposite of everybody else, and that's why people are worried. It's like you're going to ruin the theater industry because you're not going to give any movies a chance to succeed.
Okay, that makes sense. So,
and Warner Brothers owns a lot. They own the rights to Harry Potter. They own the rights to Lord of the Rings. They own all the DC stuff. They own, like, this isn't just buying some whatever off on the side studio. This is a huge acquisition of IP and like random shit. So it is a huge deal.
How big of a player is Netflix Studios in Hollywood right now? Because I know they produce a lot of their own stuff now. Are they close to being on the level that Warner Brothers is on?
No, because they don't own the IP. Now, they do have a lot of people that work with them. They have 3 Oscar contenders this year. They have Frankenstein's going to get a Best Picture nomination. They have the Knives Out franchise. Won't get nominated, but it's going to be in Oscar discussions. They had Jay Kelly with Adam Sandler. They have Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably their biggest IP is Adam Sandler at this point. But no, they don't have the original IP and the names that Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is rivaled really only by Disney, essentially, in terms of what they own. And then you could probably argue more because they have this large back catalog of like very famous movies. The example that we had our show yesterday, Project Big Screen, go subscribe, where Kirk joked about their email they sent out. They were like, I don't know exactly what the first 2 they used, but they're like big movie franchises and properties that Warner Brothers owns, like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Casablanca. And that's like kind of an alarming thing to hear. It's like, what are you going to revive like these old school movies and remake them? So I understand the doom and gloom, because like they do own a ton of stuff, from like new big properties to like old school, like prestige Hollywood things.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. Do you have any holiday movie suggestions? If you were to say like, okay, people are going to be traveling for the holidays, spend time with the family. What's on Jeff D. Lowe's December must-watch list?
Say go to the classics, man. The Home Alones, and also, I'll tell you one of my favorites that gets slept on: Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That is a fantastic. That should be a staple. That is like the holiday rush, looking for a toy. It defines the Christmas season. So yeah, I will always hype up Jingle All the Way.
Real quick, Jeff, I saw you hyping up the new Knives Out movie. I've seen it. I thought it kind of stunk.
Oh, you didn't like it? Why didn't you like it?
I shouldn't say stunk. It was fine. Distant third in that series, like by a country mile.
I have no problem with that, because I've seen people say they love the second one the most. I love the first one the most. I had a great time with it because it kind of had a different vibe than the others. But I don't have an issue with anyone ranking it third. I think like they all kind of have something for everyone. I've kind of enjoyed all of them, with the first being, I think, number 1. But no, that's fair.
I think the first one was awesome. The second one was really good, and this one was meh.
I'll leave it with this: get your tickets to see Marty Supreme. Get your tickets now to see that movie, because that movie's unbelievable. And what an awesome time!
It's about a ping pong guy.
And when I tell you, Mr. Wonderful, Shark Tank's own Kevin O'Leary turns in one of the best supporting performances of the year.
Oh, I'm in.
I'm not just saying that. That is a tried and true fact. He is dynamite in that movie, and so is former Barstool Idol contestant Lukey Lunchbox. Also fantastic. These are real things I'm saying that I'm not making up, and they're very true.
I love that. Well, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you educating us, and good luck building that trophy. Feel free to just
good luck to you in the college football playoff.
Thank you, Jeff. Feel free to just engrave my name on that trophy.
We'll do.
Jeff, I'm still a free agent in the dozen, by the way. I'm still a free agent.
Oh, big. That's not what I'm hearing.
No papers have been signed.
Okay, all right. Good to know.
If you need a co-host for the dozen, man, I'm open. Holla at your boy.
Should Arian Foster be the commissioner of the dozen?
He could be commissioner. He could be. What does Jeopardy do? The Clue Crew.
I actually want a commissioner who can hand down. That's actually not a joke. The commissioner offered somebody was turned down. If Aaron wants to be the commissioner of the dozen, that is absolutely
who turned it down.
I'd be all for.
I'm in this hoe.
Okay. If he's going to, can you imagine Arian laying down suspensions on people cheating in the dozen?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I like
Out
that.
for blood.
This might happen.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Well, that does it for nanodosing. Love you guys. Also on the on Polymarket right now. The reason why I want to talk about this is because I looked at who will be the next New York Giants head coach yesterday, and for some reason, the favorite on Polymarket is Antonio Brown at 45%.
Hell no.
It was Marcus Freeman at one point.
And I have no idea who is spending actual currency on inflating Antonio Brown's chances of being the next Giants head coach and how that works out. My guess is it might be Antonio Brown.
Plus, they deserve not to have currency if that's the.
I think Antonio Brown might be spending six figures on Polymarket right now just to have his name at the top of the list in the hopes that maybe if enough people see it on Polymarket, they'll be like, oh, this is happening because Polymarket is right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of crazy. He is at 47.6% right now. I have no idea. All right, well, we will look into it, and we'll do an episode on it on Thursday. Until then, love you guys.